November 2nd, 2003, we moved the lock gate from here way up there in front of the vehicle. It's the new lock gate, key box, an entrance sign. Points of the scout map on the water tower. Commemoration, Bill Martin helped initiate it, get us started. And with the help of Mr. and Mrs. Steen, Donna and I, we produced it. I think the last time the pines were, all the branches were on the ground over there. Now they're all cleaned up, brush piles, and turned to a field again. Just the front part. It used to be here, it's removed, easier to mow, and they were 30 some odd years old, getting a little hard to maintain. Wood burning stove in the dining hall to help save a little bit of the oil.
How about the bat?
Bat flying around. Oops, there he goes. I think we caught him. He's trying to get out. Coming up again. Roof on the dining hall. And subroof underneath. New flashing, everything. Trees. Three of them used to be here, one beside the door, two by the front entrance, are gone. The campmaster cabin. All buildings from the waterfront moved up as a warehouse for garden tools, hand tools for service projects and what have you. It's up here beside the Leah Lodge on the roadway. The Health Lodge is the Leah Lodge. Shrubbery has been moved, new roof, new name tag put over top of it. Trading post is now in Gilwell Training Center, and we'll check the inside out. The inside, all set up for meeting and or training situations. Kind of hard to read the 12 points of the Scout Law here. Site. Mr. Ken Jaros, caretaker, has built in the bunks in these Adirondacks. And maybe if we get a chance and or material, might do the rest camp same way, time permitting. Basketball court's been turned into a new pavilion, which has been used, in fact, in its first 6 months of completion, was probably used more in them 6 months than the basketball court in its whole history. We kind of memorialized Mr. Dade here, Mr. Paul Dade, for everything he's done for the camp. Sadly, Mrs. Dade passed away shortly after Paul did, so we dedicated it to the two of them, very good scouters, lifelong scouters. This is the beginning of the Yellow Trail in camp. This is done by about 4 or 5 of us in less than 2 weeks. Barbecue pit on this end of the big pavilion. And a little storage room. In west here, we have room for ladies and or adults, depending on what the situation may be. And this is seating over here. 2 together. It's got its own room back there. Tables were made a little narrower to accommodate more people and a little more leg room. bunks are all bolted to the walls. Springs are all gone. They all got some sort of wood on them, save from getting cut, scratched, or whatever. Mattresses are all gone. Less maintenance. Okay, we have created 3 new tent sites. This one is Pine Tree, which is right beside Boone. Up there's quite a bit of distance in between them. It's on the north side of Boone, or on the south side of the parade field. The roadway here, parade field there, are facing east, heading from the Pine Tree up to Bent Tree. Bent Tree campsite. Holy cow, what is this? Look at a racket there. Well, where were we? Bent Tree campsite, east end of the parade field, used to be the commissioner's area, or the staging area for wood badge events, where the staff would usually camp out. And right through there is the third and last campsite, Squirrel's Nest. Trying to beat the clock here since they changed the time. It's only 5:30 and you're back in the woods. It gets dark a little bit early. We're going to run a little bit. Squirrel's Nest. For some of the old timers, this was the Cope course, the beginning of it. And if you want to go further back yet, it used to be Custer campsite. And that site, I believe I recorded earlier, it has since moved back there in the woods. But now all the trees with all the ironwork have been removed, and this is back to a tent site. A lot of hickory and butternut around, so lots of squirrels. So named Squirrel's Nest. Little rappelling tower from the Cope course. As boards are needed, it's being dismantled, and the boards are used to upgrade Adirondikes and cabins, and eventually we'll take the rest of it down. Circle has new background fence. It used to be up around the ranger's house, and Kenny graciously donated it to down here. All the seats have been repainted. And those of you that aren't familiar, it's getting a little dark now. All the wire has gone out of the trees, electric wire. Everything is underground. Right there's a mercury light. That's all underground. Coming over to here with outlets for amplifiers, whatever, and it controls all the lights for the campfire circle, which is well used. And there's a permanent fire ring down there. Okay, that's a lot easier to clean up and maintain. And wood is stored behind the stockade fence. Here, it's going to get dark now, as we get our feed from the Nature Lodge up there, and all of those wires are now underground. Virtually everything is underground electrically and well maintained. And on November 2nd, 2003, we'll close off this segment of all the improvements that we've made out here. Somewhere up there is the moon. Maintenance building. Be able to see the lake down there, but the valve's wide open, but when there's water in it, there's still geese spending the evenings here. Okay, till next time, happy trails.